ask me, can I love? But it's not for free. Put my demons in my ocean and they grab on me. Sitting in my darkness, just out of reach. I can see you in my dream, my final fantasy.
All right. I think we are live. What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here, bringing you guys my reaction / review of Dandadan manga chapter 225. Now, the chapter is out. We are finally back from this 2-week break, ready to read the latest installment of Yuki no Butatsu's work of art. Every single Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the second the chapter comes out, we go live to cover it with the reaction review of the Dandadan greatness, man. But yo, the time is here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back. Listen, man, this 2-week break, it was tough. It was tough to sit through. I'm not gonna lie. It was very tough to sit through and wait until we get this chapter, man. But we are here. It is finally out. It's back in our lives. I am hoping for the best this week, though. But first and foremost, shout out to Whis King. I know Whis will come through afterwards. I appreciate you, fam. Felipe, what's good? Nova Blazer, what's good? Back like we never left. Let's go, lads. We're getting some greatness today. Big facts. I need that. Now, I will say real quickly, first and foremost, right? Couple things, actually, right? The first one, I did say I was going to try and make a video and stuff during the time Dandadan was on break and stuff. Unfortunately, life kind of got in the way. Other things were going on and stuff. So I made a promise myself, though. I don't know how I'm going to keep my promise and stuff. But if there's things I do want to talk about for Dandadan, right after the chapter's done, I'm just going to make the video on the same day. So I feel like if I wait until the next day, it's going to be difficult to go and like make another video after when things are so chaotic in the schedule and stuff. So that's a promise I'm going to make to myself. Number two, I just seen right now on the Viz. I don't know what Manga Plus says. Someone can let me know down in the comments or in the chat. I went to refresh Viz. It shows the chapter's out, but I do not see when the next chapter is coming out. So, Tatsu, please tell me we're not going on break again. Please tell me we don't go on break again, bro. Please. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If we go on break again, I'm gonna be depressed. I'm gonna be genuinely depressed if it ends up being not the case. But let me just double check over on Manga Plus too, because obviously, of course, we read it from the Viz every single week. That's where we go to. And yeah, man, we're Dandadan back. Char, what's good, fam? What's good, fam? Always appreciate coming through. The past break had me stressing a big fact, especially at where we left off too, the Hanako-san reveal and stuff, right? I'm still stunned a little bit over the fact that they actually pulled up that way. Okay, I'm seeing it right now. The next chapter doesn't come out until the 23rd. So next week we're on break again, and then it's going to come back on the 23rd instead. So the week of my birthday, it's going to come out. Fair enough, man. Now listen, we're going to get into the chapter in just a second, but I will say this though, for Tatsu's sake, if it's a health break, by all means. There's no other author I want to see get more rest. Obviously, everyone I do want to see get rest, but Tatsu has a masterpiece right now in her hands. Preserve them as much as possible. So yeah, so next week we are going to go on break, so it will give me reason to try and work on something afterwards in that time. But yeah, anyways, let me go and click onto here. Let me click onto here, and let me open up right now the thing so you guys can see afterwards for the chapter. And boom, let's turn this into a single page. And here we go. Let's get into it, guys. Chapter 225 of the Dandadan greatness, and we are leaving off from where we left off. This is how we're starting, because we see the paladins themselves, Jack, the Vakapa, the Red Baron himself, and Enra, standing in front of the monster that runs the lavatories week in and week out, month in and month out, year in and year out. The time is here. Silent, what's good? Arab, what's good? Yeah, bro. Yeah, yes, it is. It's another break week and stuff coming up. But at the very least, if Tatsu leaves us with some peak, we're leaving with something. Now, I want to say this, though, because it was going to be part of the video I'm going to talk about. But you know what? I'll wait until I see this chapter, how it plays out, and then I'll discuss more of my thoughts on it. So let's get into the chapter. Here we go. So, chapter 225. The title of this week's chapter is The Ultimate Yokai. Nah, bro. I am not disrespecting Hanako. Bro. Nah. This is different level. Different levels of gravy. bro. You know what's going to come up in time, but I have to see them hoop. But you telling me you are calling this chapter the ultimate yokai? The ultimate. Now, obviously, it could refer to more so, right? Right? It could refer so, you know, to the Count and his thingamabob and stuff, the vessel and all that. But, how long ago were we told that Reiko Kashima was the number one? How long ago we were told Reiko Kashima was the number one, was the top dog of the yokais? I think that conversation is about to get very interesting. If this is what you're titling the chapter, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know, man. We think what's good, what's good. She about to box him. Oh, man. I hope Talk to Yourself is good. I'm hoping so, too. But I'll just tell you right now, this is a crazy way to start the chapter by titling it the ultimate yokai. Again, refer more so to Count Saint Germain with the vessel and thing that he's trying to cook up. But if it's more towards Hanako, buddy, you know how badly I want to see now a Reiko Kashima versus Hanako-san fight? At that point, although I will say, and as the light shines on me and stuff, because it's just, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Because I'm sick and tired of the, like, trying to go after me and stuff. Anyways, what I will say, though, I'm going to let the chapter play out, because if the thing that I want to talk about ends up being revealed here, then I have a video to cook finally. So here we go. Let's get into the chapter, guys. So, as we see right there, they're all blown away with the fire. Look at that face, bro. Look at that face, bro. Nah, yo, you see that face? You know you're getting smoked. You are getting smoked. Oh my god, double spread immediately. Brother, what in the world are they doing? Is this supposed to be part of... Wait. Yes, Vakappa. Vakappa's doing some, like, water... Because we've been told for a time they're supposed to have, like, elemental abilities and stuff, right? The Baron himself... Well, actually, well... And Nenra, because he has the smoke and stuff, we know about him and stuff, whatever, right? Jack's supposed to be like the fire, the wisp, and everything that's there. And then Vakappa is more so related to water, as we saw what he did to Rin and Koyuki, who, again, whose powers we need to get back in due time. But they are levitating in the water, or they're in the water mist and stuff, but they must be chill. They must not be fearing nothing whatsoever. Back to a single, back to a single, back to a single. Vakappa, choke the life out of her now. Understood. Jack, don't pass gas. She's a dangerous one. Yeah. It's her. It's clearly her, bro. It's bro. It's clearly her. It's clearly her, bro. Yo, she is a demon, bro. And listen, bro, I pray to God, Tatsu, please do not. I have this in my head, bro. If it ends up being revealed this chapter, it would be so tight, man. Because it's a possibility that could be some amazing cinema to come, bro. But look at this, bro. No, Hanako's about to body them, bro. Look at the face. Look at the teeth. You see right there the door handle, I guess, like open up for the washroom, whatever, probably. Are they trying to crash them or something here? Hold on, wait. Whoa, Vakappa. What the hell are you doing, you idiot? Oh, so Vakappa is attacking them? Or the attack is basically like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's ricocheting back to their own mans, right? I think that's what's happening here. What the hell are you doing, you idiot? Sir Red, my water's being... He's being sucked away. God of the lavatories. God of the lavatory. Bro, if you are in the bathroom with Hanako-san, they have full control. This is their domain expansion. Realistically, this is what it is. You are within the domain. They got everything. Bro, and water down the toilet, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. 1 + 1 = 2. This was always going to be bound to happen. My water's being flushed. My perfect bite. And bro. Brother, are you seeing what they just did to them? Oh my god. Yo, they pulled all of that water. I'm assuming the moisture of the body too. And all you're being left with is Vakappa in the skeleton form. I don't know if they killed them off the rip, but looking at the way the body has become now, they're done for. It's Vakappa's not doing nothing else for the rest of this fight. They're cooked. They're finished. They gotta be, surely. They're done. Pack it up, boys. Mustafa, what's good, fam? Animesh, what's good, fam? Hanako's ready to throw hands, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. By the way, I just said at the very beginning and stuff of the stream because, you know, I always want to read the peak and stuff for first and foremost. If you're new to the channel and you want to be able to catch the greatness of Dandadan coverage week in, week out here on this channel, make sure to subscribe. Very important. Like the stream because it helps out a lot, pushing the algorithm of the streams across YouTube. If you're watching on the VOD with the VOD gang, shout out to the VOD gang. Like the VOD helps out as well. With that being said, let's continue with the chapter. But yeah, they got bodied completely. Sered, water. Yeah, so all the water. It's not even just the ability. It's all of the water within them got taken out. Now, is that only primarily to Vakapa or to the others? Because if that is the case, you are not beating this monster. Oh my god. Nah, bro. This bell spread is so loading by the end of this chapter because we still have to read to the end. We have to read to the end. Bro, she just comes in and just does one of, boom, hits one of these right in his face, and he goes flying right off into the wall. And you see where they're Jack trying to hold on to one side, then you see underneath afterwards is Anendra coming in, trying to go with an uppercut. And she just puts the hands right on and just is like, chill. Bro, no, yo, he's about to get folded. He's about to get folded. Oh, bro, what? What? Brother, she just threw the urinal at his face. She just threw with one hand the urinal to his face. And Jack now is trying to come in, do a little combo or something. I don't think that's going to do much. That's not going to do much. Oh my god. 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 Brother, she summoned a toilet and pressed her feet down in drop kick position with his hands in there. And his hands are busted open blood because they practically been torn off. Oh my god, bro. Nah, this bro, what a demon. And look at her, bro. No. And then she comes in, just punch down to the back of the head. Just literally strike down to the back of the head, and he goes falling through afterwards. Nah, bro. Nah. I need to see a fight between her and Reiko, bro. I need to see Hanako versus Reiko. We're talking about the pinnacle of the yokais. Nah, brother. The only way Reiko, I would say, win in a fight. Actually, no. Reiko would tech. That's a tough thing, bro, because I'm thinking about it now. Reiko has the mirrors to her advantage. But then Hanako would have the advantage, so like within, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's more to it. But they got bashed in the back of the head. Yeah. I beat you all. I'm the winner, bro. Her first words in the story are, I took a dub, and you know what we're gonna do, bro? Because it's only right, bro. Yo, your debut performance and you caught a dub. That's only one thing we do here in this channel, bro. We give it that dub bounce. Yo, bro. I'm telling you, man. What a beast. Bro. Nah, man. Hanako might be the truth. Bro. Genuinely might be the truth. Who's gonna be it next? You see, like, waving the hand. I'm starting to get the ideas. Because I did a little bit of my research and stuff for Hanako, and I'm telling you right now, as long as this doesn't get revealed in this chapter, I definitely want to talk about it in a bit. And I have talks to thank for the break week, but I'm hoping it doesn't get talked about. Hey, who's gonna be it? Yeah, I see it. Bro. I see it. By the way, we have 20-some people in here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through early in the morning, man, for the Dandadan greatness. We're back. I know we're going to go back on break after again, but hey, bro, we're here for peak, bro. She rolled him up like toilet paper. That's facts, bro. The tagline is awesome, too. Yeah, peak panel. My God. Muhammad, what's good, bro? It's been ages. It has been ages. It has been ages, man. Big facts. Wait, what? Huh? What do you mean? Someone's missing. Oh, it has to be Vakapa, right? Vakapa left with Anendra probably, right? I think that's what happened. They ended up both leaving because you see like the smoke and stuff, but then like the water drain. They must have gone and taken them out. Or at least that's how they escaped. What the? So lame. Someone's missing. After all that, stupid poo-poo head. Okay. And I love how you see right there with the ground that they're kind of like they're pulling the ground themselves to make themselves taller. That's kind of crazy though. I can't lie. Oh my God. She's like stuffing them in the toilet. Or in the urinal. Ploppity plop. What the? And they're absorbing them. They're being absorbed right through the. And look at her face change. Oh, bro, is that her real fate? Oh no, man. Oh yeah, no, I'm telling you right now, bro. I know Yukino Butatsu. That bro, they're going to go into a backstory with them, and we're going to be haunted for the rest of our lives if it's anything close to what the truth actually is. But I have an idea of their own spin, and if they were to go down that path, man, Tatsu might be the king of flashbacks forever, bro. Like, they might be the new king. Ploppity plop, ploppity plop, and then you just see them just being absorbed completely by the urinal as Hanako-san just walks off. Ploppity plop, ploppity plop. Okay, so no, so it was, and Enro was the one that bounced, because then you see right after the body for thing, ploppity plop, ploppity plop, and then throws the skeleton form that's left of Akapa and throws him into the urinal, and they go down. Bro, yo, how can somebody that was looking so crazy look like a daughter, bro? Bro, she has like the daughter face right there, bro. Oh, yo, so bro, I'm not ready to know what the heck, like what Tatsu's take is going to be to explain what happened to Hanako-san. I'm not ready for that. I have the ideas because of research and stuff, but Tatsu's own spin is going to be where it comes through. But yeah, they get absorbed completely. Gee whiz. Yo, she listens to Protect, bro. I'll tell you right now, man. Every time I see Gee whiz, I just think about that one Protect song on his album. That sure was scary. Oh, Miss Hanako. What? Yes? What the hell? Who is calling her? Are you serious? Are you serious? This is why you have to purchase the volumes and you have to keep track of what is in the volumes. Because if you weren't reading the volumes right now, I would have been like, but I read the volume extra, the one I made a damn video on. And that man has appeared. Abura! Oh my yo. What is going on, bro? 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 Abura. I know I call him abracadabra and stuff for the jokes, but Abura is actually in the story outside of the Oma case. We're cooking. We're so cooking, bro. We're actually cooking now. We're real cooking, bro. Zachary, what's good, fam? Top tier ball knowledge, bro. Big facts, man. Granny friend, bro. I'm telling you, bro, from the Oma K. I'm telling you right now. This is why it's important to read the volumes because of things like this, man. Because if I didn't read that Oma K, I would have been like, who the hell is bro? I've been read that. Yo, yeah, no. This is all going to go right back to Turbo Granny. This is all going to go back to Turbo Granny, bro. Oh my god. Girl thought it was all sunshine and rainbow with that face. Big facts, man. Bro, can we go back like one page? She was chilling in daughter form, just vibes. Someone was calling her, and she literally runs into Abura, and I don't know who this guy is, though. This is somebody, actually. No, it's gotta be somebody else. Let's read the dialogue. Let's play. I can't. Why not? I've got tutoring today. Is that so? What time will you be back? Yo, this is so hideous, bro. Yo, it's actually hideous, bro. Not really sure. Why not? They have to be talking like this purposely because of something that's going on. If they don't, gotta talk like regular English, bro, we're screwed. Or regular Japanese, we're screwed. So there's got to be obvious reasons as to why this is happening right here. But who is the one, though, that's right beside Abura? I'm not entirely sure because I don't think we've seen them yet in the story. I don't think. But they're completely tapped into the toilet as well. I'm pretty sure. She's just below Reiko Kashima power level. I will say this, though. I think because when she's in the laboratory, she's just as strong as Reiko. I think because of that mirror. Look, Reiko's mirrors, it's hard to overlook and think there's a chance you can beat them, even though Momo has shown ways of trying to bypass that. But the regular folk, it's not going to be happening like that. You know what I mean? Who is bro? If you're talking about the owl person, so the owl person right here is Abura. So in the Omake that we saw Turbo Granny in for Volume 20, Turbo Granny had ran into them in the forest nearby where their meeting grounds was at the time and stuff to find information on how to save Momo. And then basically from that, it wasn't just for also saving Momo, but to find information about Count Saint Germain. Now that we're seeing these ties, it feels like they're all connected back to Turbo Granny. So this is going to be something big. Something big. Nothing tops that mirror power yet. No, that mirror power is just insane. Yeah, Burrow is Turbo Granny's friend from the Omake. Yeah, that's Abura. But the one right beside Abura, I'm not entirely sure who that's supposed to be because I don't think we've even seen them yet. Unless there's an Omake I'm missing from the recent ones. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, though, this is crazy, bro. Look at this, man. Look at Abura, bro. I can't believe we're actually, like, I can't even say I can't believe. Because at some point in time, these characters are going to make sense into the story, right? They're in there for purposes in the volumes, and then they're going to come into it afterwards. The real ball knowers know it was going to happen at time. But this is such a huge, this is a real huge chapter. You're getting the madness that is Hanako-san in combat form, but now you're getting Abura introduced into the story properly outside the Omakes. This is massive. This is massive, bro. It's a new guy with a toilet power, it seems, probably, yeah. Okay. So not really sure why not. What the hell? And they're trying to get up, but they can't. Give it a rest. You'll make Miss Hanako angry. So he goes with Miss Hanako. I'll just go with Hanako-san because I'm so used to it, though. So you'll make Hanako-san angry. Miss Hanako, see you later. Okay, so they walk off completely. And I see, like, is the toilet paper thing floating in midair? Nah, this is nuts, bro. Like, only Dandadan, bro. I'm telling you, Dandadan in some ways feels like the spiritual successor to me of Gintama. And it's like, it's not like directing your face the way Gintama does at times, but like Dandadan could do that. It's like, bro, I'll tell you, man, Sarachi would have been so proud of seeing what Tatsu's doing here, man. I'm just grateful that she helped. She almost never appears. Well, I will say this, though, because I am very aware of the whole thing with Hanako-san. So basically, like, without going into the circumstances of how exactly they died and stuff, they always are, like, haunting people that are trying to be going after young girls and stuff in the bathrooms and everything. Like, if you know the actual history of Hanako-san, it's very depressing. And there's a lot of different takes, which is why I do think, depending on which takes exactly Tatsu can go with, and certain characters involved with it, I think could end up being of a huge storyline, which I'm for sure after today, I'm definitely gonna make that video. Why did you help Kamekure? Oh, so that's the name. So Kamekure is the name of the dude in the toilet and stuff next to Abura. Okay. So why did you help Kamekure? Turbo Granny asked me to. Okay, so there we go. Got confirmation right there. Turbo Granny, that ass right there. Truly Gintama's successor. Facts. Yeah, facts. Yeah, so Turbo Granny asked me to. It's not like I could refuse. And then who's that over there? Oh, it's Rin and Koyuki. So their powers are gone though, man. Unless they were able to take it to give it back to them. Because I understand they have to lose their powers for the sake of giving the villain something, but I don't want to lose them like that, man. Hold on. Abura puts them on like a backpack. I invited you to this bathroom. You ought to commend me. No, wait. Okay. Now, I think what this means right here, I would only imagine, because what's going on. B1G4M1, join the crew. Welcome to the crew, fam. I think what this means here for me, and I had to take my shot in the dark of what's about to happen. Abura basically is now taking Koyuki and Rin, not just to safeguard them, but probably find a way to get their powers back, or at the very least safeguard them. But unless like those powers are now in the hands of an Enra and them, which I think they probably are, yeah, it might be GG's. Unless they were to awaken their own separate powers after the fact. But I think for Rin's sake, we still need to get Mai back. You know what I mean? So scene switches over now, so it looks like an empty lot space or whatever that's here. And then the smoke, which we all know it has to be from an Enra because we saw him escape through the ventilation through the smoke. And we see them there right after. Okay. Yeah. Shit. No one warned me about a monster like that being there. And they just flipped the koan right afterwards so they don't get spotted whatsoever. But bro, I'll tell you right now, man, there's something... I don't know what it is, and I don't know, like, you guys might tell me, like, what character he reminds you of at times, but there's something about an Enra that reminds me of, like, a Fate Stay Night type character, right? I don't know if it reminds me kind of, like, you know, of a Gilgamesh in terms of, like, mentality stuff that's there. Like, they're just, like, there's a couple other ones I'm trying to think of off the top. I'll probably figure it out afterwards, but he feels like the most Fate Stay Night character where it's, like, you think you know everything about them until you learn everything about them, and then it's, like, damn, it's not... I'm telling you right now, I have to make the video. I have to make the video at some point because I think it will make some sense what I think could end up happening. I just think. Bro is acting mystery and shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. It has to be, though. First time I'm catching one of these live. I thought I was already subbed, though. Oh, well. Hey, I appreciate the sub, fam. I appreciate the sub. I'll tell you right now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. That's the best way to know when I go live, when I'm covering the greatness of Dandadan, as well as One Piece, Kagurabachi, and then, of course, uploads when I can. But... So, okay, so he's putting the cape thing on. He goes into his pocket and then he pulls out what looks to be the two knives that belong with the powers of Rin and Koyuki. So, it's GG's, bro. It's GG's. For this, I will be praised. I will not allow the name Red Baron to remain tarnished. Just you wait, Injoji. Yeah, we're getting that part 2. You know we're getting that part 2 between them. That boy said, we gonna get that part 2, or rather, Evil Eye. Next time, I will kill you. And that is the end of the chapter. Wow. My boy GG living rent-free, but guess what? He's not taking no L. He's not taking no L. The only way I can see that ever happening, if it goes to a best of 3. The only way I can see that happening, a best of 3, where if somehow GG was to lose, the third fight is going to be the decider. Otherwise, GG's not taking no damn L's. Evil Eye is not taking no damn L's. But my God. Now, let me switch on over so we can go into the review portion real quick of the chapter, and then let's discuss our thoughts on what we just read right now, man. But my goodness gracious, what a chapter we got this week. And obviously, we had to expect certain things were going to eventually happen, but I didn't think in the style that they were going to be done. But my word, that was good. So real quick, let's get into the portion of the chapter that we just read right now for this week. Chapter 225 of Dandadan. We got to see the full capabilities, at the very least, within the lavatory of one Hanako-san. Hanako-san went in there and bodied the Black Paladins. They bodied Enenra, bodied Bakappa, bodied Jack-O-Wisp. They could not do a single thing whatsoever to them. The powers that they were capable of pulling off within the lavatory and the capabilities of those powers, even if they're right below Reiko on the tipping scale of some of the highest class yokai in this story, it don't matter. It don't matter, bro. You do not want to fight Hanako-san in the bathroom. You're going to get absolutely eviscerated. Plain and simple. And they felt that full force. They got absolutely decimated in one, not even a full chapter, a quarter, maybe even half the chapter. They got absolutely beaten down. And Enenra obviously was the one that was able to make the escape. Jack-O-Wisp and Vakappa, I don't know if they've been deleted or if they've just been sent off somewhere else, whatever. So there's a lot of stuff that we still need to see from those two afterwards in terms of like what ends up happening with them. But they got pretty much defeated. We get to see the face afterwards of what supposedly Hanako-san actually looks like when she's not in the monster form and all that, right? Absolutely, daughter must be protected at all costs. I can also understand too why Tobogranny has a connection to them in some case, because we know Tobogranny, she was really protective of the spirits, the souls that lingered from the tunnel because of the history we know about it from the first chapter and everything. You know, she was kind of the safeguard watching over their spirits and all that. I can also see why that connection also comes for Tobogranny with Hanako-san. And definitely, when I eventually hopefully make this video, which I will put myself accountable to that, if I could go into the direction where I think Tatsu can go with it, I think it would make for an insane story. But that wasn't the only thing in this chapter, man. After that, we get from the Omake brought into real time Abura. Abura has finally left the Omake and has now found himself part of the main story of Dandadan. They are finally here. They're actually involved in what's going on. We also get Kumikuri, or Kamakuri, I should be saying his name. They also have a connection too with Tobogranny. Asked them to help out and stuff, which we know Tobogranny's still over in Shimane with Seiko and everything. So eventually at some point, I do think we go back and see them from the last appearance. But yeah, I'm still stunned though, bro. We actually are getting Abura like this. For Abura to be coming in right now, big things are about to be happening right now in the story. Koyuki and Rin now are basically being taken care of, protected by both Kamakuri and from Abura. So their powers are gone for the moment in time because Enenra at the end shown that they have the powers and everything. I don't know if there's going to be a way that they're going to try and get maybe a separate different power to be able to help them combat. Because it would suck though if we were to lose them completely in the combat, the fights to come and all that. So I'm really only hoping that we don't lose that per se. But then it switches over to Enenra, him making the escape afterwards, not realizing there was a monster. So that might be something that may have to come with a talk with Count Saint Germain about facilitating this attack and not giving him the full info of possibly who could be around the vicinity and all that. Maybe it's something that Count Saint Germain maybe didn't anticipate initially when making this attack happen. But the main thing coming from it at the end of the chapter, while holding on to those two knives, he's going to be praised, hopefully, in his eyes by his master and all that. But he's not going to allow the name of the Red Baron to be tarnished. And that tells me there is going to be something about that we're going to see further on the name. But more importantly, when round 2 happens with him and Gigi or the Evil Eye, that time is going to come. He's promising he's going to get him out of here. And we're going to see, man. But that was right there a phenomenal chapter that we got this week, though, for Dandadan. Easily a 10 out of 10 chapter. Easily for me, 10 out of 10, man. From getting to see Hanako's full capabilities, Abura being brought into the story, the setup for what's going to come eventually between Enenra versus Gigi Part 2. Love to see it. Love to see it. So yeah, incredible chapter we got this week, man. But let me know what you guys are thinking right now in the comments and stuff, and of course in the chat. I appreciate everybody who has been coming through for the stream and everything. So yeah, let me just open up real quickly and see what y'all are saying right now at the moment and stuff. But yeah, let me see. Where's the first one here? Yeah, so I saw this one. Yeah, Gigi finally has an arch nemesis. Yeah, he really does, bro. He's the Goku, and then he found his Vegeta. That's basically what that is now. So yeah, I think that's gonna be. I can't wait for that part 2. I can't wait for the part 2, and hopefully Enenra actually balls out and does his thing. So yeah, same with Momo versus Serpo and Okuran versus the Zeno lady. Yeah, with Jets for sure. Glad to see these bums got their asses kicked. Absolutely, especially the freaks that were Vakapa and Jack. Sick individuals, bro. Very sick individuals, man. Fire chapter as usual. Yeah, Hanako was super badass. Not big facts. Hanako really impressed me in this chapter, and I can't wait to see hopefully more from them in the story afterwards. Do you think Enenra will betray Count Saint Germain? I don't know about betray. I'll tell you this right now. I will definitely talk about this more in video form because I do think there is a whole massive thing that I can see happening. So it's going to involve the thing that I'm going to hopefully try and get out within the next week. I'm going to try and drop it by next Monday. That's my hope and all that. It's going to involve Reiko. It's going to involve Enenra. It's going to involve Hanako. May involve some stuff with Turbo Granny. Might involve with them. But it also will definitely involve Count Saint Germain. I think all those characters are intertwined in something that I could see having some deep connection with all of them that's going to come into fruition. And if they were to, if that was the play that I could see Tatsu going with, I'm telling you right now, this story would go on a realm I didn't think it would be possible. I wouldn't think it would be possible, man. But yeah. But I think he could betray him. I think it's still a possibility based on what I think might be the lead cause for that, potentially. Like he will build the ultimate yokai and Count Saint Germain will team up with the Dandadan crew. I don't know about Count Saint Germain to team up with the crew. I think that to me, I'll take out of the equation. I don't think that's gonna happen, Zachary. I don't think so. Just because of all the stuff that's been going on right now, and especially what could end up happening with Momo still with their memories, I don't think so. The Hanako kicking ass scene will be top tier animation. Have you offered Turbo Granny any tea yet, Laz? I actually haven't. Funny enough, I did make tea earlier today, and I finished it pretty quickly, but I only have my water. So that's going to be here, man. I mean, Kampai, though, still, right? Kampai anyways. I know we do it for Kagurabachi, but if you have tea, water, coffee, all that, Kampai, man. But the tea for sure we're going to bring back, though, for the next chapter, hopefully, in time. Because I usually don't like to double dip on tea and stuff for the day, because then it'll be, like, too much after for the intake. IOC Residence reunion is going to happen soon. Next chapter, the group date. I would love that to be the case. I do think the group date is probably the next thing that's going to happen. I will say this. Either we're going to get the group date that's going to happen next chapter, or we're probably going to end up seeing Turbo Granny and what's going on with them and Seiko over in Shimane. So I would imagine those are the two things I could see happen. They could also happen at the exact same time. That's another thing we can also factor in that I think they can end up happening afterwards. So yeah, I think that's something that I would definitely be looking forward to seeing, hopefully, in time. Because I do want to know what's going on with Turbo Granny and just what they were able to learn during the time away from us. And hopefully, you know, come back to the family. Like, we miss you. Like, we need you back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's going to end up being the case afterwards that we get the group date. Like, we could get both in the next chapter, which I think would factor into reasoning why we're going into a break week and stuff again. So I can see that probably happening. But it's definitely tough, though. You know, started the year off and we've been going on all these breaks and everything. But at the same time, I would rather Tatsu be first and foremost healthy. But also, if it's for research purposes to make things coming up a lot more crazier, by all means, we're fine with that. Or Turbo Granny tags along on the group date. That would be cute. That would really be cute. But I do think, though, it's more than likely, though, we're probably going to see them still with Seiko for the moment. And then the group's going to be all together. I do wonder what's going to end up happening, though, with Rin and Koyuki, though. If they're going to be, like, you know, if they're going to get their powers back or something, or whatever. I also want to know what's going on with Zuma, man. My boy Unji Zuma and Daiki, I don't know what is going on anymore with them. And I'm hoping that gets addressed soon. Because it's like, bro, it's been too long, man. I need to know what's happening with them. You know what I mean? How can Enenra think he will be praised? Count Saint Germain is said to befriend Team Dandadan. Well, the thing is, though, it's more so the fact that, like, he's being able to get all the things needed for the ultimate yokai and all that. So the fact that he was able to actually accomplish this mission this time around, because the first time around with Gigi and them, it didn't work out. Now he's kind of like at a 1-1 stand. So because of what's going to be happening afterwards, I would imagine he's going to be feeling, you know, Count Saint Germain will finally, like, you know, look at me after we all praise and whatever. So I miss Zuma too. Udinki. I miss them so much. I don't know what is going on. I hope that we get some news eventually soon on them. Because otherwise it's like, bro, it's been too long. You know what I mean? So maybe that's probably among the things that Tatsu's probably thinking about in terms of what to do exactly afterwards. But yeah, I really do hope we get some information very soon regarding them. But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to talk about real quick about the chapter? Maybe predictions for like, I mean, we kind of did that already right now with the predictions and stuff. But like, I would say like the next chapter is probably going to be either the group date finally begins, or we get to see what's going on with Turbo Granny and Seiko in the next chapter. So those are the two I'm thinking of. But like, you guys let me know what you guys think will end up being the case. But yeah, likely next week, because we are not going to have a chapter. It's going to come back on the 23rd. I am going to try and get that video out if I can. And hopefully make some progress on it, because I have been trying to work on the Ichi the Witch video too, which is going to be another thing as well to work on. And yeah, just a lot of my time is going to be put on trying to get stuff done in terms of like uploads and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, but W chapter in stream. But I think this will be a good point, so we can wrap up here then. So I appreciate everybody who came through today, though. It was a W stream. Amazing chapter that we got. Unfortunately, the break week is going to come, but we are going to be back on the 23rd. I am going to try my best to try and get something to happen. I think by this was 16th, I think it is, coming up the next week, next Monday. So next Monday, I'm going to try and get a video out for Dandadan. If not, we'll try and get something else out afterwards, but I'll let you guys know ahead of time. Next stream on YouTube will likely be for, I would say, One Piece. Either on Thursday or Friday, we're going to get the next One Piece chapter coming out. I'll probably live on YouTube at some point in time. The next stream in general is going to be this upcoming Thursday for Jujutsu Kaisen. The next episode is going to be dropping for season 3. If you've been tapped in with those streams over on Twitch, make sure you're there. The second the episode goes live, we go live. Probably going to go live around sometime like 11:30, 11:45 in the morning. And also, depending on what happens, if One Piece doesn't come out on Thursday, I'm going to see if it happens or not. But I heard there's supposed to be a state of play happening for PlayStation, I think on the Thursday. So around 5 p.m. Eastern, I may attempt to do a live stream on Twitch for that and stuff. But I'll let you guys know what's going to happen. But if it ends up being the case where it's too many things going on, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, and then of course, we're back at Kagurabachi on the Sunday afterwards and all that. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who came through W stream today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below regarding this week's chapter of Dandadan. Let me know what you make of what happened. What do you expect to go down when we come back from the break week? If there's any clarifications, any input, anything you want to add that was important about the chapter you want to talk about, toss down in the comments below. Like the stream if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the greatness that comes with Dandadan week in, week out. Every Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you are subbed up. That's the only way you're going to know when we go live. Join the Discord server. Helps out a lot with the updates and all that. And also further conversations about Dandadan in these specific channels and all that. Like the stream. Very important. Like the VOD if you're watching on the VOD. With that being said, I will catch you guys a couple weeks from now for the next chapter. Hopefully, I will catch you, though, next Monday with the drop of the video and stuff. And then with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Dandadan. It don't matter if we got to go on a break week. It don't matter if we got to be rested. It don't matter whatever, man. Yuki no Utatsu is putting out one of the best runner chapters for 225 chapters in a row. They've been putting out straight gas. We love to see it. We will be there no matter what. And we come back from the break week. We continue as we should. Commodore Lad signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care.